Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show. You might be finding that there might be some background disturbance. I'm sorry about that. There's some work going on at the back of my house, and probably that's the reason you're getting it. I'm sorry about that, but please bear with me here. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to give you two cricket updates. There are two test matches. In fact, there's also one interesting match which is happening in the Sri Lankan Premier League, where Wayamba United have actually entered the semi-finals. But today they are really struggling against the UR next team, and Jacob Oram is the man who has done the damage. He's on real fire. Well, all the bowlers have done well, and Wayamba United is 25 for 6 in the 6th over. Chandimal, Jayawardene, Tamim Iqbal all gone, and UR next made 171 for 6 batting first, feature being Chandrapal unbeaten 50 of 41 balls with 5 fours and 1 6. And Jacob Oram smashing 41 of 17 deliveries, 1 4 and 5 sixes. So we'll come to that match later. But there are two matches going on. So I said I'm going to give you a cricket update basically. Now looking at this cricket update, this is the second match which is going on, second one-day international of the natural series between England and South Africa. South Africa were the ones who won the toss, elected to bat, and South Africa racked up a score of 287 for 5 of their 50 overs. The feature of this particular match being Hashim Amla getting on to his career best century. His highest was 141 against Bangladesh, but today he got to his first 150 mark in one-day international cricket, with Hashim Amla leading the way with 150 of 124 balls with 16 delectably timed fours. Graham Smith was the opener, and in fact they gave a very good start too, with Graham Smith's contribution being 52 of 76 balls with 5 fours. They looked in no hurry. They looked in no problem. Initially, if you see, they were a bit slow, but slowly they accelerated. So as far as Duminy was concerned, Duminy was promoted in the batting order. It came one drop, but he was run out by Anderson for 14 of 24 balls 1 4. Dean Elgar, the South African player who was named the domestic cricket of the one-day cricketer of the year in South Africa, today didn't have a very good debut. In fact, he looked confident and composed at crease, but Graham Swan, the right-arm off spinner, bowled a beauty of a delivery to Dean Elgar, and Dean Elgar was really surprised the ball went and hit the top of his bail, and Dean Elgar was gone. Clean bowled by Swan for 15 of 28 balls with 1 4. After that, A.B. de Villiers contributed 28 of 29 balls with 1 4, but du Plessis played a very good knock towards the end, not out on 22 of 19 balls with 2 fours. Wayne Palmer was not out on not. 287 for 5 for South Africa. And for England, well, I'll talk about the bowling figures, but I would like to say South Africa went with the same lineup that they had in the first one-day international. But as far as England were concerned, they made one change. They decided to have Samit Patel into the team because they had a feeling that it will take spin. Yes, there was definitely some turn available for Graham Smith and Samit Patel, so Chris Wokes had to sit out. Now, as far as the England bowling were concerned, James Anderson, 9 overs no maiden, none for 53, his figures. Stephen Finn, 10 overs no maiden, 1 for 59. I thought he bowled well in the earlier stages. Tim Breston, 8 overs no maiden, 1 for 61, was pretty costly. The Graham Swan, 10 overs, 2 for 50. Samit Patel, 10 overs no maiden, none for 47. Ravi Bopara bowled 3 overs, in which he gave away 12 runs. So now looking at the England innings, currently England are at 64 for 1 in reply. We are in the 12th over. The only wicket lost has been Sotsobe, who provided them the breakthrough with getting Alistair Cook of the very first ball itself. He was clean bowled by Lonwabo Sotsobe for a duck. So Alistair Cook, the England captain, was out for a duck. Currently, Ian Bell is doing a good job. He's not out on 39 of 31 balls with 5 fours, and Jonathan Trott is not out on 23 of 34 balls with 2 fours. Basically, trying to resurrect the situation there. 64 for 1. South Africa have a good score on the board, 287, but it's going to be seen how the spinners shape up. Just looking at the bowling figures, throwing a look at the bowling figures. So Sobe, the wicket taker, 4 overs no maiden, 1 for 23. Ryan McLaren, 3 overs, cost him 12 runs. Morne Markle, 2.1 overs no maiden, 12 runs. He's currently bowling right now. Wayne Powell, 1 over for 7. And Robin Peterson bowled 1 over for 9 runs. So well, now I'm going to leave this particular match and I'm going to take you down to the United Arab Emirates. This is played at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, where the first of the the one-day international series between Pakistan and Australia kicked off today, with Pakistan winning the toss and electing to bat. And right now, I would say Australia have done pretty well here to restrict Pakistan to 178 for 7 currently. We are in the 41st over, and just talking about this particular match, The bowling Mitchell Starc has been absolutely superb. In fact, he has claimed 4 out of the 7 wickets that have fallen. I'll talk about that. First, he had, in fact, the breakthrough was given by James Pattinson, who had Mohammad Hafiz with a slower delivery, which he almost gave a catching practice to David Hussey, and he was gone for 4. That was the second wicket to go. Nasir Jamshid was the first to go when Mitchell Starc beat him for change of pace, and he gave a just catching practice to, not a catch, but in fact it was a wonderful delivery from Mitchell Starc. I said Mitchell Starc has been absolutely superb. He has been the bowler of the day. He has been keeping a very good line and length, and today he got a beautiful ball from Nasir Jamshid, really lifted on him, and Nasir Jamshid fended. But what was very important was Matthew Wade behind the wickets taking a marvelous catch, diving full length and taking a marvelous catch. In the meanwhile, I'm taking you down to the SLPL. Well, there's a 7th wicket has fallen for the Wayamba United, and let's see who has gone. Well, it's Srivardhana who has been dismissed. Umar Gul has taken the wicket. He gets his 2nd wicket, and Wayamba United are in real trouble probably of him being bowled out for under 50, and this is something really, really surprising. We'll come back to that later. Now, let's look at the Pakistan scorecard here. As I said, Azhar Ali didn't play much. Azhar Ali also was a victim of the bowling of Pattinson for 5, and then Asad Shafiq played a beautiful innings, a gem of an innings. I thought it was a lot of good timing. It was predominantly his onside strokes were very, very good, and Asad Shafiq combined in some good partnership. One useful partnership with Misbah-ul Haq. Then I had another very, very good fruitful partnership with Umar Akmal, and that's the precise reason the score stands at 180 today, with Asad Shafiq clean. In fact, this particular over in which Asad Shafiq lost his wicket to Starc was a superb over from Starc. Starc really set Asad Shafiq up, not giving him any liberties to actually get the runs going. And for 5 balls he was kept quiet. And in the 6th delivery, it was Asad Shafiq had to walk back to the pavilion. In fact, 2 balls he had really bowled well, and in the 3rd delivery, Asad Shafiq fell to Starc, trying to give himself room, frustrated, not able to really pierce the square there. And Asad Shafiq was clean bowled by Starc for 56 of 77 balls, 2 4s and 2 6s. He played magnificently, I thought. And Misbah-ul Haq contributed 26 before being clean bowled by Daniel Christian for 26 of 48 balls with 1 4. Umar Akmal is still there, so he's the hope, 180. So probably if at all Pakistan has to reach 250, then Umar Akmal is the man to take them, because Umar Akmal currently has been batting. He has been batting superbly, and that partnership between Asad Shafiq and Umar Akmal was really, really very, very entertaining, because the score went on from 99 to 160, but it was real entertainment during that time. In the meanwhile, Umar Akmal is gone. Mitchell Starc has picked up his 5th wicket. Magnificent bowling by Mitchell Starc, the left-arm pace bowler. He did that against Afghanistan, but today he has been bowling absolutely superbly. As I said, he has been the bowler of the day. Currently his bowling figures read 9.1 overs, 2 maidens, 38 runs and 5 wickets, and Pakistan are really, really going under. Umar Akmal, the main vital wicket, is gone. Now for Pakistan to reach 250 is going to be something which probably wouldn't happen, because right now Sohail Tanvir is not out on 1. Shahid Afridi is also gone. He has been picked up by Starc. He was Scott Clark bowled Starc. So it is Mitchell Starc, absolutely the bowler of the day. 9.1 overs currently, 2 maidens, 38 runs and 5 wickets. Splendid bowling analysis from Mitchell Starc into his last over, and Pakistan would be definitely restricted by probably below 200. One has to wait and watch, probably because they have only 2 wickets in hand right now. But Sohail Tanvir is capable of throwing his bat around, so we have to see whether Sohail Tanvir can throw his bat around and take Pakistan to a score of 225. So, as I said, Pakistan have not been doing well, but it's not going to be easy for Australia too, because when they are going to bat second, there's going to be some dew factor. The ball might not really come out of the bat. Probably we have seen that ball is not really coming out of the bat. It's not going to be easy for Australia, but I thought Mitchell Starc is doing a good job here. I've been restricted Pakistan to 180 for 8. Look at the bowling figures. Pattinson 8 overs, no maiden, 2 for 17, bowled economically, got 2 wickets. Michael Clarke 3 overs, none for 8. David Hussey 2 overs for 9. Mitchell Johnson. Let me also tell you about one beautiful shot that Umar Akmal played. He hit Mitchell Johnson over extra cover for a 6. That was a marvelous shot. According to me, that was the shot of the day. Any person who puts a pace bowler over extra cover, a left-arm pace bowler over extra cover for a 6, to be a mark of great fun. We know Umar Akmal is quite a capable person. Daniel Christian 8 overs, no maiden, 1 for 37, and Glenn Maxwell, the right arm offie, 4 overs no made and none for 27. So currently I'm going to leave you, dear fans, friends and subscribers, with a live update. I'm going to take you down to Southampton right now. The second wicket has fallen. Jonathan Trott is gone, caught by Elgar, off the bowling of Morkel for 23, and Elgar gets his first international catch here. Caught Elgar bowled Morkel for 23 of 37 balls with 2 fours. That leaves Ian Bell unbeaten on 39. Ravi Bopara is walking in. So let's look at the Wayamba. Wayamba really struggling, 34 runs for the loss of 7 wickets. In the 8th over, chasing a total set by the UR Next of 171. One can very safely say that UR Next has already won the match, even though it's only a formality. Now, as far as Pakistan is concerned, this is the 4th delivery which has been bowled by Stark, and in fact it's Sohail Tanveer and Ajmal at the crease, with Pakistan struggling at 180 for 8. Another 9 overs to go. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, unfortunately I will have to leave now, but it has been a pleasure bringing you this Cricket Happening show with lots of excitement and enthusiasm from Ram Studios. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the Cricket Show of today. See you all tomorrow. Thank you.